Human rights violations are when individuals are denied their fundamental moral entitlements. The White Australia policy was a policy passed in Australia in 1901. The roots of this policy can be seen in the 1850s when restrictive legislation was passed. This policy restricted South Asians, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, and South Pacific Islanders from entering Australia. These immigrants came to Australia to find jobs. The White Australia policy was the government's attempt at keeping Australia filled with white citizens only. A part of the policy forced immigrants to take a dictation test. The immigrants were to write a 50-word composition in English. To make the process of getting into Australia even harder, if the immigrants passed the English dictation test, they were forced to take it again in a European language. The dictation test was given 805 times in 1902 to 1903, with 46 people passing. It was given 554 times in 1904 through 1909, with only 6 people passing. After 1909, not one immigrant passed the dictation test. The reason this human rights violation occurred was due to fear. The Australian people feared that the Asian immigrants would take their jobs. It was also feared that the standard of living was threatened by the cheap but efficient Asian laborers. At the time, Prime Minister Harold Holt attempted to help the Asian immigrants. Holt attempted to get the Australian government to lower the requirements for non-European entry. By 1966, Holt was successful, and the requirements for non-Europeans to enter Australia were lowered. In 1957, Holt allowed non-Europeans with 15 years residence in Australia to become Australian citizens. The White Australia policy was officially abolished by 1965. Today, Australia has its doors open to whomever wants to be a part of the Australian life, no matter their race or skin color.